Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It is Killer Drone, and welcome back to the Killer Drone channel. Today we're going to be covering more Fortnite, in particular, the materials that are in the game and how to obtain them, the easiest ways that I've found so far. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. The first thing we're actually going to cover is rough ore. Rough ore can be found around the map just by simply breaking up some rocks, and that will get you your rough ore. It's a very easy material to obtain. Just find some rocks, swing your pickaxe at it, and you will get that. The next thing that we're going to cover is actually going to be planks. Planks are found just by simply chopping down trees, as you can see in the video here. Right in front of a tree, chopping it down, and we obtain some planks. Another very, very easy material to obtain in Fortnite. Some of your basic materials that you're going to use for crafting all throughout the game. Next up, we're actually going to cover three things at once. We're going to cover nuts and bolts, mechanical parts, as well as batteries, because they're all found in the same object. These parking meters that are found across the map actually give all three of these. They give nuts and bolts, mechanical parts, the rusty mechanical parts, as well as the batteries that you will need in order to craft things. These parking meters are actually really, really useful because they're all one hit to destroy, so they're extremely easy to get all of those parts that you need. Just swing your pickaxe one time and they are destroyed. Next up, we're actually going to be covering the flowers. Flowers are used in order to make healing pads. As you can see, you can get these just by finding flowers around the map and searching them. Go ahead, walk up to them, hold E, and there you go. You now have yourself some flowers. Next up, staying on the plant hype, we have the Fibrous Herbs. You can actually get the Fibrous Herbs just by searching bushes that are around the map. So as you can see, I just searched that bush. I'm going to search this bush, and we'll get our Fibrous Herbs just by doing that. And in the interest of making this a complete guide, I'm actually going to talk about the three base materials here, that being metal, stone, and wood. In order to collect these, if you've played the game, you guys probably know, break things that are metal in order to get metal, break things that are stone in order to get stone, and break things that are wood to get wood. However, I'm going to tell you my preferences in order to gather all three. In order to get metal in the game, I actually like to break down cars, because when you break down cars, you'll not only get metal, you'll also get the nuts and bolts, you'll get the mechanical parts that they'll sometimes have, as well as you can sometimes get batteries from them as well. So that's basically getting 4 resources out of one thing that you have to break. In order to get my stone in the game, though, I actually like to go around and break up the rocks that are on the outside of the map, because they will actually give me stone, or the bricks, and it will also sometimes give you the mineral powder that you need, the rough mineral powder, I believe is what it's called. And then in order to get my wood, I obviously just go around and break down the trees, or I can break down the walls of buildings as well. Those are usually pretty safe as well in order to get the 4 basic material, or the 3 basic materials that you need in the game. Next up, we actually have exactly what I was talking about, the rough mineral powder. And as I've said, the way that I get this in the game is just by destroying the rocks, because you usually get a fair amount of it from doing that as well. Once again, just in the interest of making this a complete guide, you can actually craft duct tape just from your inventory window. Next up, we have the rusty mechanical parts, which, as we've already stated, you can get from just breaking down the parking meters that you find around the map. Next up, we're actually going to be covering bacon. This one's one that you can actually get a multitude of ways, but the best way that I found to get it is actually by going into the suburbs and finding dog houses at people's house. Because if you go up there, every single dog house has at least 1 piece of bacon in it. Sometimes it'll have more, but it's a guaranteed way to get bacon in the game. So that's how I've been gaining mine. This clip's actually going to be a little bit longer because there's actually a lot that you can gain in these mines. So you can gain coal, quartz, copper, silver, and rough ore all in one place just by finding a mine shaft. So these mine shafts are a little bit hard to find around the map, but they do have a lot of useful materials in them. What I would suggest if you want to find one of these mine shafts is actually go into a forest map, because in the forest maps there's actually a higher chance for a mine to spawn. For some reason, they will spawn only in, like, I guess, woodsy areas, like on the outskirts of your map, or in an entire forest map. Now, these actually have the ability to give you anything that is like mineral type. They can give you coal, copper, quartz, pretty much anything that you can think of, you can find in one of these mine shafts, as well as whenever you break them, you get your normal bricks and your rough ore as well. So these are extremely useful when you happen upon them. Definitely take the time in order to mine these guys. So the next thing that we're going to cover is the rotating gizmos, and these are probably one of the harder things to find right now because the only good way to get them is by searching things. Go ahead, search chests, search barrels, search crates. That's pretty much the only good way in order to find them right now. As you can see, I just searched a chest and I got one, but I'm about to search this barrel here and I'm not going to get any. They are a little bit rare, but they are out there. You just really need to search for them. Also, I just want to go ahead and cover right now, there are two types of twine in the game as of right now. There is simple twine and stringy twine. The simple twine is gotten also by searching, and then the stringy twine is gotten by chopping down trees, and you will sometimes get the stringy twine. Next up, we have the adhesive resin. The adhesive resin is simply gotten by chopping down trees or bushes in the game in order to obtain. Also, once again, in the interest of making this a complete guide, you can craft blast powder in your inventory. And last but not least, we have the active power cell. Now, I actually haven't found a good way in order to obtain these yet, other than by searching things in the map, as well as sometimes I will get them from breaking down these really big generators, but it's an extremely small chance. You're best off probably just searching things whenever you're looking for your rotating gizmos and hope that you find these guys. They are very rare and very elusive. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I tried to cover all of the tier 1 materials that are in the game right now. If you did enjoy, go ahead, leave a like. If you did not, go ahead, leave a dislike. That's fine with me. But if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love another member here of the Drone Army. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.